Dear participants, I welcome all of you in this lecture of data storage and merging of a data frame, that is Pandas data frame. In last class, we discussed how to split a column of data frame, and we discussed grouping of data frame as well, how to group um, uh, data frame data set on the basis of certain conditions. We also saw several exercises based on Pandas data frame, that is actually very specific data science type of problems. In this week, we will discuss data frame merge, how to merge different data frames. If you are, let's say, sorry, let's say you are having several data set, right? And you want to merge all these data set into a single data frame, then you can perform these activity using DataFrame Merge, and it's very important functionality. Let's say you are working on healthcare system, right, where you are having patient information, right, and there are thousands of patients, right, and each patient is having several type of records related to lab test and so on. So lab test report is having in several in separate data set, and patient record is in different data set. Now you want to merge these two data set. So how can you merge? So using the DataFrame Merge functionality. Then we'll discuss matplotlib lib and cbound as well. How can we visualize our data set? Then we'll move on to scikit-learn, that we call sklearn as well, since it is very important library as far as data science and machine learning is concerned. So you will find several type of models here, and you can perform pre-processing activities as well. We can also evaluate our models, right? So it's provide different type of functionalities. Now, we will also discuss TensorFlow, Keras and PyTorch as far as deep learning is concerned. So, in current lecture, I will discuss how to write Pandas data frame to file. How can, suppose you are having a data frame, right, and how this can be saved to CSV format, CSV file. Then we will discuss data frame merge functionality, and we will also discuss, as far as merge is concerned, we will discuss inner join, or left auto join, right auto join and full auto join as well. So this is very similar to, if someone is knowing about SQL, structured query language, they might be aware of these type of join. So it's very similar to SQL. But if you are not aware of SQL, so do not worry. We'll discuss all these inner join, left auto join, right auto join and full auto join. So how to write if data frame to file, right? So we have seen how to read a data set into Pandas data frame. So that function was the read underscore CSV. So that was the method. Let's say your you have given a name to Pandas as PD, right? So PD dot read CSV. We have seen this function. Now, if you have a data frame and you want to upload it to let's say .csv format. So what method we'll use? So this is the particular method, to underscore CSV. Now it is having different variations. So index is equal to false. It means if you are using this particular method, so what it will do? It will upload the indexes as well. So if you are having index in your data frame, so that will also be uploaded to this file. Now, if you want to, if you do not want to have indexes, then you can make it false, and header is equal to false as well. You do not want your any column name, so you can also make it false. And if you want to have a different header as well, then we can use this header ABC, right, and so on, any header. So it's very important method as far as writing data frame to a particular file is concerned. Now, I'll see how to merge data frame. So, data contained in Pandas objects can be combined together using merge operation. So, you can combine different data set into a single data set using merge operation. Merge or join operation combine data set by linking rows using one or more keys. So, it depends on the key how you are actually going to merge it, right? So, we'll see what are different keys because merge would always be performed based on certain keys. Merging with Pandas works very similar to SQL. So, what is the merge syntax? So, this is the particular syntax that we need to understand. So, here you are having the very first data frame, which is considered as a left data frame. So, let's say I am having data frame as df1 and df2. So, if you are mentioning df1 here, then that would be the left data frame. If you are mentioning df2 here, so df2 would be treated as a left data frame. Another would be treated as a right data frame. So, here I have mentioned df1, then df2. So, this is the left data frame and this one is the right data frame. Then, on which key you want to merge? So, you need to tell which key you are going to merge. So, on some column, how you are going to merge. So, if you are having left outer join or right or inner or outer. So, if you are mentioning left, it means left outer join, right means right outer join, inner it means you are. So, what is the difference between these all? So, inner says only the matching row would come. So, only the matching row would be fetched. Whatever the matching row between these two data sets, so that would be fetched. Outer join says the matching row would be fetched as well as the row that are in left part which is not having any matched row. So, that would also be fetched. That would also be the part of the merge, as well as the right data frame which is not having the matching rows, that would also be the part of the data frame. Let me discuss with a particular data set. Suppose you are having this data set. So, you are having and these data set you have read and stored in data frame df1 and this is df2. Now, you can see here you are actually merging these two data frame based on these key, department number, and here it is DPT number, right. So, if you are applying inner join, right. So, inner join, so only the matching rows would be the part of the final merge data frame. So, since this is not having any for this particular department number D105 and for this department number there is no matching row in DF1, right. You can see here there is no any matching row. So, these row would be excluded, these two as far as DF2 is concerned. So, these two would be excluded. So, that is why there is no such rows in the final data set. So, this one is the merge data frame, merged data frame, right. So, you only the matching row would be the part of this data frame. So, that is the inner join, and inner join on the basis of different keys. Different key, it means suppose if you are having only same column name in both the data frame. Let's say you are having D number in this data frame as well. So, you just need to mention on in case if you are having different names, then you need to mention left on and right on. Left on it means the key of left data frame on which you are matching, right. So, this one is the left on, and right on it means the key of the right data frame. If the column names are same, then you just need to mention on is equal to, let's say, D number if you are having the matching rows. So, that is the inner join. And what about the left outer join? So, in this case you can observe there is no such matching row for this particular record. right? So there is no matching row. So what would happen in case of left outer join? So left outer join would contain all the records of the DF1, that is the left, the data frame that is there in left part, and you can observe here in the final result. This is the final result actually. So it is having the record of left part, all the record of the left data frame, and for there would be null as far as the right data frame is concerned. So corresponding columns would be null, right? And the rest would be very similar to the inner join, right? So that is the left order join, and you can very understand the right order join is very similar to left order join. Now the right data frame would have all the records, and the corresponding data of left data frame would be null, right? Like in this case, since these two are non-matching rows as far as DF1 and DF2 is concerned. So non-matching rows, but since we are using right outer join, so all the rows of data frame DF2 would come here, and like in this case you can see here, but the corresponding values of left data frame would be null, since it is not having any matching row, right? Sorry. So there is no such matching row. So that's why it is null. Now come to the outer join. So outer join is you can combine left outer join and right outer join. Now you have to include all the matching rows first. So all the matching rows are here, right? And this is actually your left outer join, the part of left specific record, and then these two are specific to the record specific to a subset of record specific to right outer join. It means outer join includes inner join data, or you could say data records of left outer join as well as right outer join, right? So it would include union of left outer join and right outer join. So that is the outer join, right? So now let me come to the coding part of these inner join, outer join, left outer join and right outer join. How we are going to merge these data set. So now I am going to the Google Colab first. So first I would try to create two data frame here. So I will first create a data frame related to employee, right? So I will first create a dictionary here, and dictionary is, let's say, EMP, and first I will mention here employee number, and the values are 101, let's say 102, 103 and 104, right? Employee number, this is the employee number. And then there is one more column, that is department number, right? Department number. So department number is 201, let's say 202, let's say 202 and 203 only, right? Now I am creating a data frame on the basis of, first let me import pandas as pd, then I will create a data frame df1 is equal to pd dot data frame and emp, right? Let me print this one, print df1, right? So I'm trying to print this one. So you can see here there are two columns in this table, which is employee number and the second one is the department number, right? Now I'm trying to create one more data frame df2, and it would have DPT, and I would mention here, let me erase this one. So first one is D number. I would mention here D number. D number is your 201, 202, 203 and 204, and department location. Okay, location, let's say it is Mumbai, and then there is one more, Chennai, and Delhi, right? And I need to add one more, let's say Pune, right? Department location. So I have included all these. I can write this one as a DPT, right? Okay, let me create one more data frame, that is DF2. Sorry. DF2, which is DPT in this case, DPT, and print DF1, then PF1, then print DF2. So you can see here. So this one is the second data frame. Now I would merge both, right? So what I will do here, pd dot merge, and my left data frame is I am considering as df1, then df2. Now since you know, I am having the matching row is I am considering as DPT number, but in this case I have intentionally mentioned different name of the matching key. In very first data frame it is D number, and in other data frame it is DPT number, right? So I need to write both left as well as on right. So on is equal to left, which is actually D number, right? D number, and on right I am having DPT number, right? DPT number, right? And how it means, how I am going to combine these two. So I am taking inner join only. I am considering at this moment of time inner join, right? And let me store in a separate data frame underscore merge, right? So df underscore merge. Let me execute this one. It's on left on, sorry, left underscore on, and right on. I'm executing this one. So you can see here. Let me print the right data frame as well. So print df2. So now you can observe this one is the very first data frame and this one is the second data frame, and now it has merged, you know. So you can see here this particular which one. So 204 entry is not here, right? 204 entry is not here in this case, because this is not having any matching row. So in this way I can perform inner join. Now if I am having same column name, same column in which I am joining these two data frames. So let me write D number. So in this case, I need not to mention left on or right on. I just need to mention on. That's it, right? So only D number, since it is having matching row. Now you can see here. So the final value is E number, D location, and so on. Now if I am mentioning inner, I have mentioned here inner. Let me add one more record here. Let's say it is having 105, and corresponding to that it is having 0, right? So let me execute this one. You can see here. So in case of inner join, this value is also not coming because this is not having any matching row. I am giving right. So now I am mentioning here inner. Instead of inner, I would mention here outer. So let's see what happens. Now you can see non-matching row would have null value. So first left data frame has been considered here, and there is one non-matching row which is 105. So against 105, this is not a number actually. It says not a number, or you could say null. Similarly, for right data frame, 204 is not having any matching row. So for that 204, there is a null, or you could say not a number. Now if I would write here left, so only left left data frame would have all the records, and corresponding to non-matching record, it would have null. Like in this case, 105 is the non-matching row of employee table. So it is having null value in this case. Similarly, you can include left and then right as well, right? So you can include this one. Now right would have all the records, right? And corresponding to that, there would be a null value, not a, so it says not a number. So in this way, I can explain. I can solve different type of problems actually. Now the beauty with this merge is, if you are having two different data set, and at least there is one column which are matching in these two data set, then you can combine, then you can merge both data set into a single data set, and now you can work on the basis of this data set. Now if suppose the next task would be to transfer this data frame to a separate file, let's say. So what I would write here, df underscore merge dot to underscore csv and merged file dot csv, right? So where it would be stored, this particular file, let me execute this one, merged file. So it has merged this particular file, and yes, let me refresh this one. Yes, you can see here, this one is the merged file. So it is having employee number, D location. Since I was using right, so in case of right, it is having all the records, but the corresponding value is null in this case, right? So in this way, I can solve all these problems, and you can take two different data set and merge or both and you can produce a single merge file. Let me come to the PPT now. So we discuss inner join. So you can I have included code for that inner join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join. So I have included code here as well. And this is left outer join code, right outer join. This one is the right outer join code, then outer join finally. So now I'm stopping here and summarizing what we discussed till now. So we have seen how to write Pandas data frame to file. Just now I have shown you how we can write data frame to a particular file. Then we discussed data frame merge, special functionality. Then we discuss inner join, left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. So which is very similar to SQL. If you are knowing structure query language, then you can relate all these concept related to SQL. So thank you so much joining this session. We'll meet again in next lecture.